Hey everyone, it's Michael V. Moore, aka McVinny, and I kind of want to talk to you about being the new kid on the block. Not necessarily the singing group, but pretty much just being, the new kid in class or the new person at your job. And it's always like that weird sensation. I never forget every school year like that when fall comes and you're at the bus stop and you get like this funny sensation in you because you don't know what's going to happen when you get to school, because this new year you're going to be around new classmates, new teachers, a new grade. And so you get like this tingling sensation in your body, like, because you're nervous, you don't know what to expect for the day. And as you become an adult, for me, I remember when I went to college, I had that same tingling sensation like the day my mom dropped me off for college. And it was like, wow, I guess I am on my own right now. You have to make friends and everyone else is in the same boat. And so everyone's a little extra friendly to each other. But in all these situations, what normally happens is everyone's friendly because everyone's like, in the same boat. But over time, everyone starts to get in their little cliques. And it's hard to accept the new kid when they come in because everyone is already in their role, so to speak. And I say this because this mentality, continues throughout our entire life. So even when we, become adults and we have these jobs, we go to a new job and there might be an established, social group who always have lunch together, or there may be, some type of after work activity that all these people always hang out at this bar, and you may not be a drinker, they might be drinkers and you don't. And it's just you have to kind of feel your way through it. And it's amazing how this like just continues through all your aspects of your life. And so you kind of want to be accepted as being a new kid. And you kind of want to make sure that, you have a good work life and a home life and just a social life as well. The reason I bring up these situations because no matter what you do in your life, at some point you're going to be that new kid on the block, because you're eventually, hopefully in your career, you're going to get a job promotion, or you might do a completely new career. In today's day and age, it's very rare for us to do the same job, for like 30 to 40 years straight. We, in our lifetime, in our generation's lifetime, are going to change careers at least 3 times. That's kind of a fact. I know for myself, I've changed careers several times. And so for those who've been following me, you know that I went to school for engineering and I got my electrical engineering degree. And I did that for a long time. I had various different engineering jobs, and I graduated from engineering where I was then an international business developer. And that's when I was traveling around the world, and that's what kind of made me think of, hey, maybe I should do something in fitness eventually, because everyone I was working with always told me how good I was at providing recommendations and keeping them in shape as well as myself. So with myself, I was my heaviest at the beginning of my international business traveling career, and I became my lightest while being super busy with that career. And eventually that led to some other projects, which eventually led to me doing this McVinny thing, which is definitely in the fitness industry. And when I'm online, I'm focusing more on traveling professionals or people who are very, very busy in their lives. So with all this going on, I decided to take some time and actually work at a gym. So back in the summer of 2016, I actually became a certified personal trainer. Something I told myself that I would probably never do because I never really wanted to work at a gym. But over time, I started realizing that maybe it would be a great thing for me to work at a gym so I can kind of get a good idea of what it's like to be a traditional, I guess you can say, personal trainer. And all the bad, I'll admit I'm one of those people who really thought bad about personal trainers because I see a lot of bad personal trainers. And you can't judge a book by its cover, and that's something I'm starting to realize as I'm a personal trainer as well. And so even before I got certified, just being an online fitness coach, I know I get judged a lot. So people are just judging me based on what they see right here, you know, and based on my body. And it's kind of sad, but it's the truth. Like, if a person don't know you, they're going to judge you right off the bat. And so, for instance, with me, I have a very slender frame. So it's hard to see how much muscle I have on my body. And when I was in the process of doing, McVinney, I was in the process of slimming down and potentially putting on some muscle. For so long period of time, I was in a slim down mode. And so when people see you in a slim down mode, when they see you at the gym or when they see your physical features, in my case, I know my face get real super small and my arms get my arms are already tiny, but they get even smaller. And so you can't get the full picture of what I can and can't do or what my body totally looks like. And so it's automatically determined that, oh, you don't know what you're talking about or you don't know what you're doing. And it's that same mentality of when you're at the gym. So when you go to a gym and you see a person, you automatically come up with your idea of what that person is because you're prejudging them. You don't know if that's their second workout of the day, if that's their first workout, if they're trying to lose weight, trying to gain weight. We automatically judge them and assume that they don't know what they're doing based on what we see in that short amount of time. And sometimes we're right about that. Like there are sometimes, when people really don't know what they're doing and it's obvious, but there's other times where you don't know what the person's actual workout is. And as I have become a personal trainer, I train more people over time. And when it comes towards my own training, you can't always judge a book by its cover. And so being the new kid, at my personal training job, it's just pretty interesting because, no one knows anything about me. So a lot of people at the gym don't even know about this website right here, about me putting videos out there, or the fact that I have, 2 best-selling books. No one even knows that. I'm a complete stranger to them. And automatically when people see me, their guard is up because they look at me like, oh, he doesn't know what he's doing. I never seen him on the floor training people, so why should I even listen to him? So it's just this interesting dynamic. And over the next couple of weeks, hopefully I start picking up some clients at the gym because that's what I'm there for, is to work locally. I definitely want to build my local base up here in Virginia, in Northern Virginia, that is, as I try and help people online. Because over the last couple of months, I realized that my clients, I have clients, but due to situations I can't control, I'm not allowed to show their pictures currently. It's going to take a little bit longer before some of my McVinney fan club members show off their bodies. And so I want to try and get as many clients as possible. So if you're out there and you see this video and you want to know what I'm all about training wise, please send me an email, Michael@McVinney, or just visit my website and just send me a shout out, whatever. I'll definitely respond. But being the new kid, you're going to continuously be judged. And that's another thing, is the fact that I don't have these amazing before and after pictures of everyone else. It's automatically assumed you don't know what you're doing. But the moment people start having these amazing transformations out there, it's like that. Like people assume that you know what you're doing, and that prejudging changes. And it's like, okay, it goes from being very skeptic about someone towards accepting them. And that's kind of the territory that comes with being a new kid on the block. All right, so I'm just saying all this. So when you go to a gym or your new job, try your best not to prejudge someone. Actually, take the time to get to know someone, and don't always assume that you know everything. As a personal trainer now, that's pretty interesting, because I know I was one of those guys that thought I knew everything there was about fitness. What people don't realize is you know everything there is about fitness, or you think you know everything about fitness for yourself. When you have a fitness coach or a fitness trainer, they're not just thinking about themselves. They're thinking about that individual. And that's where becoming a certified personal trainer, just getting the proper education about training others is crucial. And that's something I know I didn't appreciate. I definitely didn't realize or really think about when it comes towards training, was just how different everyone else is. Because I spent my lifetime training myself, and you think what works for you works for everyone else, and it doesn't. It doesn't at all. And when you have a coach or someone who can be that, that reflection, that external camera looking at you doing your movements, you're going to make progress a lot faster. And that's just something I just want to make sure that you're aware of. So when you're at the gym, or when you see someone who's a fitness coach or a personal trainer, just keep that in mind, that not everyone is trying to look like you. Everyone thinks that everyone should look like you. So that goes back to the first day of school. Everyone's trying to be friendly towards everyone, but after a while, everyone gets in their own little cliques and their own little groups, and they all try and think and talk alike. And just remember that not everyone's going to talk and think just like you. And that's where we as a society, it's kind of sad, because it's in all phases of our society, we think like that. Like everyone has to think like us. If they don't, they're stupid, or they don't know what they're doing. And we need to get away from that mentality. So that's why I love this idea of helping people that travel out there get in better shape. Because I definitely know it's a different world out there for all those who travel or work these non-typical lives or have these busy lives that you may not be able to get to the gym all the time. You may only have a limited amount of time to do all that. Your eating may not be perfect, but if you allow someone to help you out, to get out your own skin, you'll definitely get to the path you want. And don't just keep going. That's why I call that book, Just Keep Going. Because you need to just keep going and keep doing it, and don't worry about what anyone else said. Take it from the person who's like the new kid on the block, whether that's at the gym I'm training at, or even online. I'm still not as popular as I would love to be online, but that of course that's because I am the new kid on the block. So people are still trying to figure me out and see if I'm worthy of being trusted, and I'm willing to accept that challenge. So that concludes today's video blog. So I just hope you have a blessed day and take what I had to say in this video to heart. And I'll see you next time. Take care.